guys, I'm Marina Amdream with Arkansas Amdream. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm in North Little Rock with the DJ, the one and only KeysDan is in the house. Hi.
Hello, good to see you.
Yes.
We're doing a walk and talk. What are we doing here?
Yes, we are going to talk about you and how you can help us. And I'm just so excited to interview you because you're like a local celebrity here in Arkansas. Everybody knows KeysDan, all right? So what do you do?
Nobody knows KeysDan, but I want them to know KeysDan. I'll start the way I start almost every podcast. What's up, party people? It's KeysDan with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from North Little Rock. And I have Marina.
Yes.
What are we doing? What are you representing today?
Oh my goodness, I am representing positivity and representing you, a local DJ. We're all about shopping local and promoting positivity. So what inspires you to be a DJ and a podcaster, a storyteller?
It may sound cliche, but I like to party with the people. I get to be with people at their best days. The reason we're doing this interview right now, the reason we're talking right now, is we had a wedding last night that went so well.
Yes.
This is a little girl that I knew when she was 11 years old, and then now she's 22 years old. She called me and she says, hey, I only want you to be my DJ for this wedding. And then lo and behold, I show up to the venue and I see Marina with Embro doing the videography as well. That made me feel that much better. I'm so nervous when I go to do the weddings. I get excited. I want the weddings to be perfect, just like you do. And you want the weddings to go perfect because there's only one chance to get the video of the first kiss, the hug, the vows. There is no second chance. So we only have one chance to get the music right, to get the video right, to get the day right, because there's no do-overs when you do a wedding. It's forever and ever. It's one time.
Yeah, so as you guys understood, Mr. KeysDan is a DJ. So you do weddings and events, anything you do, you can DJ anywhere?
Yeah, I'll be your human jukebox if you want me to. If you want me to pick the music, I will pick the music. But most of the time, when I'm working for somebody, I bend to you. If you want a heavy metal party, that's fine. You want a rap party, you want country, you want Japanese music, you want whatever music from all over the world. Some of the best weddings I've had are people that I don't even know the language. I did a Russian Jewish wedding, and this is one that comes into mind. And I remember the dad, he didn't speak a lot of English, and he says, you know, I need to make a speech, but I'm not gonna talk a lot. The man started talking in Russian, done. 45 minutes later, he's talking to every table, loving life, and me getting to be a part of that. And this is going on 20 years ago. And I'm still thinking of this one wedding, the Russian Jewish wedding, where he said, I don't speak a lot of English. I don't think I'm gonna do a big speech. 45 minutes. You never know what moments are going to come into your life, and I get to be a part of that. You get to be a part of that, being the videographer, being the DJ, being the caterer, being the person that designs the wedding dress. You get to be a part of their lives, and not just weddings, but you know, corporate events as well. Here we are downtown. I guess we're walking kind of out of downtown.
Yeah, we're walking back.
But we're here on Main Street in North Little Rock, Arkansas, and just walking and talking. And really, this is all live. This is all off the cuff. This is all what I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And talking about your podcast, you guys, Mr. Keys, he has an amazing, very famous podcast. And what is the name of it again?
Famous is a term, but it's called What Makes You Famous. The radio station that I work for is RadioWhat.com. And if you're on the podcast, What, the radio station, makes you a little bit more famous. So you can use the hashtag What Makes You Famous and find it everywhere. And she just made me figure out how many podcasts I've done.
Wow.
You know, 325 is where I'm at right now. I never number them, but I do have Instagram posts that let me know, hey, if I've posted how many posts, that's how many podcasts I've done. And you know, they could be an hour, they could be 3 hours. It's all up to you. It's a conversation about you. And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be any agenda that I have. It's not about me. It's about you.
That's right. And you guys, if you ever meet Mr. KeysDan, we connected years ago at a Hot Springs wedding, and his energy, his kindness, his attention to detail, and of course his professionalism. I mean, his music, he's an expert. The lights, the sound is excellent, so you will really enjoy. And when it comes to podcast, I'm sure, as thousands of people as listening to you, I'm sure you're doing a great job there as well. Now, what would you say to a new business owner who's just starting out?
I would say don't get into it unless you're very serious. But if you have an idea, dabble. Work for somebody else that's in that industry for right now. But then if you want to branch out on your own, you want to fly, you want to hang the shingle up and put your name on it, nail it up. Hey, Marina Amdream Videography. Bam, I put it on there.
Yes.
Marina Amdream.
Yes.
Boom, I got it on there. That is entirely up to you. But know that you're going to be spending a lot of money and you're going to work harder than you ever worked before. I never worked harder than working for myself, because you're thinking about the business 24 hours a day, 25 hours a day. Somewhere there has to be an extra hour. But you have to make yourself a schedule to where you say, look, I'm going to work from 8 until 5, and after that, it's time for me, it's time for my family, it's time for whatever I want to do. You can't work 24 hours. People spend their time on emails and looking at social media and always trying to build their business. Now me, I'm talking about this, I'm telling you this, and I don't practice what I preach. I'm always working. I'm always thinking about my clients. And that's what you're going to be doing if you're working for yourself. If you're working for somebody else, you punch a clock in, punch a clock out, and you don't have to worry about that job at all.
Yeah, so you guys work hard and know what you're getting yourself into, but know that the reward is great.
It's worth it. The rewards. If you do, I know it's cliche, if you do what you like, you will never work a day in your life. If you work doing something that you love to do, it's not like working at all. Now people say, hey, it's a lot of fun being a DJ. Yeah, it is. But you do have to buy the best equipment. You always have to upgrade.
You gotta carry it around.
And you have to set it up and tear it down. I've been looking for a roadie for the longest time, and I haven't found anybody that'll set up the stuff the way I want it.
But you're doing great. Now, if anybody is going through a difficult time, and you guys, Mr. KeysDan, he did speak at my motivational event in Conway, Arkansas, and he did a fantastic job. Now, if anybody is going through a difficult time right now, would you give them some words of encouragement? What would you tell them?
Always look for help. We can't do things on our own. I think the little talk that I gave was only about 5 minutes. I'd like to be able to do it by myself. I've tried since I was 4 years old to do things by myself. Mama, I could tie my own shoes. I could read that book by myself. But no, you have to get taught to do that from a young age. So you have to rely on other people. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about we. I'm very happy to have people like Marina in my life. People like you, that are watching this and that are going to gain from it, and then possibly throw a comment and let me know, hey, how I can do better. I always want to learn. You're never too old to learn. There's people that go to college in their 70s, 80s, 90s, learning, always learning.
That's right, you guys. I started singing lessons only 8 weeks ago. At the age of 33, I started singing lessons.
I need you at my karaoke show Friday night at the Rab, Conway, Arkansas.
For real? Oh my gosh, I will definitely come and practice my singing lessons, I don't sing in public yet, I'm terrified.
Oh, no,
but,
you sing in public.
Well, but the karaoke, I can do it.
Come on.
Awesome. And why do you think it's important to shop local?
Oh, shopping local is important because this is the lifeblood of your community. Yeah, it's nice to go to Amazon.com or Walmart or any of the big places because they have everything you want. But it's also nice to get that service from your local mom and pop. I know that I go and get coffee from a local store, Zateo's in Conway, Arkansas, and I think it tastes better than the Starbucks. Not to down the Starbucks. Starbucks obviously has a great business model. They're making money. I think there's a Starbucks in my front yard. That's that's how good their business model is. But it's nice to shop local and and get yourself a little meal from a mom and pop rather than a chain. You get that service, and hopefully that mom and pop, that local person, cares a little bit more. So you're going to get a good conversation. You're going to get a good experience being local. And here we are, downtown Little Rock. I'm seeing lots of stores that are thriving still. A lot of these small towns, they die because people don't shop local. And I'm guilty of it. I shop online. I do some online shopping just like a lot of other people. But I'm not going to deflect. That's a kind of a deflection. When I say like a lot of other people, it makes me feel better, right? No, but if I'm shopping at online, then that's money taken away from somebody local, my neighbor, somebody who lives right next door to me, who may need that money to sustain themselves, to keep a roof over their heads. So yeah, shop local. Take care of your neighbors.
You guys, don't you love Mr. Keys? Like, he's so well spoken. His voice is everything. So soothing. I could listen to you for hours, but we only have a few more minutes. So I'm going to ask you, how can people find you?
Well, like I said it at the top of this, it's KeysDan, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. I got DJLittleRock.com because when I say KeysDan.com, people go, Keys? How do you spell that? But it's pretty easy to spell. DJLittleRock.com.
Yes! And on that note, we want to thank you so much for talking to us today. I feel honored that you even gave me your time because you are a local celebrity, whether you believe it or not. All right, and you are amazing and so good in what you do, and you're such a good person. So I thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you, and we want to wish you best of luck as you continue bringing joy to people at events, and as you continue helping people grow to your podcast, and just really you are the epitome of what the world should be. And I just thank you so much for changing lives and making the world a better place, and I wish you best of luck as you grow.
Well, Marina, I'm looking forward to having you on the What Makes You Famous podcast. Not a 5-minute podcast, maybe a half hour, maybe an hour, depending on what you want to talk about. Some of them 20 minutes. I think I talked to one guy in the Philippines, 20 minutes, and one lady in Conway, 3 hours and 45 minutes.
And guess
so
what?
It's all up to you.
I have never been interviewed on a podcast in my life. So this will be the first, and I would not wish for a better first time because I trust it wholeheartedly. I have no idea what I will be talking about because I usually, talk to people, but now it's like, oh my gosh, it's about me. What you going to talk about? So I'm excited. I thank you, and I can't wait.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much out there. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.